And I believe we are live. Welcome everyone to another episode of A Tale of Blood and Long Roads. We're back, and are we better than ever? I don't know, but we are missing one of our players. Hopefully, she's able to join us soon. But we'll see. That said, we have to make the show go on because I have a guest star tonight. I'm very excited about that. And I think as someone was saying, I believe it was Felber was saying this, a guest star never bodes well for the players in a vampire game. So we'll
Everything is
see.
fine.
Everything is fine.
Oh, it's always a good time for the players. It's not always a good time for the
For the
characters.
characters, yeah, there we go.
True.
So um yeah, let's jump right into it. When we last left off, I'll kind of recap a few things here. I think that you all um had a long difficult conversation with Cliff to get the final item that you needed to make the trade with old Toby. And so now you technically have all the items that you need to do that. But you also went up to a abandoned shack and found that someone is doing some kind of thin blood experimentation up there, but not quite right. And you got some more notes on that, and you were able to take that to your good friend Emily Davenport, who was able to read it because she took a lot dots in Latin for no good reason, and told you like, yeah, this is definitely some kind of someone's trying to figure out one of these formula. They're not good at it, but they're trying to figure it out. And so now we'll start with our waking up in the evening rolls. So everybody go ahead and give me a rouse check.
Oh, success.
Okay.
I'm on a roll.
Did you get it?
We are hungrier.
Okay. So 2, 1, and 1. All right. So as you wake up, this is probably a good point to tell you that perhaps the order that you do things in is important here. This is kind of the if I were to put it a certain way, this is the point where the game tells you like, would you like to proceed? There's no turning back. So maybe the order that you decide to do things tonight, and you still are able to do whatever it is you want, but the order will be kind of important. So, what is it that we want to start with?
I mean, I think we should, since Gavin has been away, like maybe filling each other in on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think Gavin has some important information? So perhaps you all get together as you do on most evenings to kind of plan out what you're going to do, and probably at the old Pouncy's bar, and we can start the RP from there.
How you guys been?
Where you been?
Well, just doing my drive about, trying not to like explode and everything. Like it's a Ravnos thing. Anyways, enough with the small talk. I got some information that I think you guys should hear. So I was doing a little drive about, driving around in my RV, and I encountered what appeared to be like a car accident. there was a couple of emergency vehicles with their lights on that was stopped at the scene. And it was like an ambulance, and if I recall correctly, a police vehicle. Both the lights were on. And it looked like from where I was, a pickup truck smashed into the phone pole. I did, get out of my RV to go to have a closer look, and what I found, and this is the strange part, was there were no people at the scene at all. Like, no, and I'm talking like no EMTs, no survivors, like nothing like that. Uh, and so I decided I'm gonna draw a little bit closer. And I did see signs of conflict. And Gavin's gonna kind of like reach into his pocket and he's gonna pull out some bullet shell casings. And I found these at the scenes, as well as, and then he is going to pull out a playing card that has, basically, it looked like he took the card and like wiped some blood with it. So there's like now blood on it. There were traces of blood, these bullet casings, and claw marks on the ambulance. And what I can tell you, and this I recall from my time in the Sabbat, this reminds me of an old Sabbat tactic. Sometimes when a pack wants a little more skill out of their shovel heads, they might set a trap to attract specific types of people and then take them. So I don't know, like, if that's the case here, but it is suspicious that there's no one at the accident. But Charlotte, I know that you can do like fancy things with blood and stuff, so this was the only way I could get some of that blood, and I don't know if like Davenport or anyone else can do something with these cases, but I thought, why not? Why not take them? So that's what I found. What about you guys?
We have cocaine.
Right, but what? Anything new though?
Um,
Don't you always have cocaine?
well, we got more, but
Yeah.
More cocaine.
yeah, well, we got it because we ended up getting all the items that the guy in the cemetery was asking for. So we've got all of those.
Now, is this clarification? Is this the Thomas guy, or is this a new guy in the cemetery?
I've only met one guy in the cemetery, so Thomas.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
Toby,
All right,
old
this-
Toby, or whatever his name was.
Yeah, I believe he said his real
yeah,
name was Thomas, right?
Yeah, the corpse who was eating people. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But we got the items he wanted. We haven't given them to him yet because we wanted to see more about what all they meant. So we got a bunch of notes about rituals, some thin blood stuff, but they're being translated by Davenport for us. Let's see, what else did we do?
Did Charlotte diablerize anyone while I was away?
Not that I recall.
No.
I was gonna
no,
say
she was-
you're taking mighty long to answer that question there.
No, she was peaceful the whole time we were there.
All
Yeah.
right.
I
Mhm.
mean,
Also,
it's a daily struggle, but I feel like I'm doing all right.
Also, as the kindred that are around her the most, I'd hope she's not, diablerizing too many people. That number will cut down real fast. So,
Yeah. No, I
Absolutely.
really, the only one we have is Cliff, and I don't think you want to eat that.
Ugh.
Yeah, I hope if you diablerize somebody, you remember it. It's a little... But
Yeah, no
Yeah.
sleep diablerie.
Yeah.
So, Charlotte, can you do anything with this blood hair? Can you, I don't know, like
Lick it?
lick it or sniff it or something?
Sure, I can lick it.
Hey, I'm gonna give it to you. Hands her the
Alright.
card.
I wish I had a deck of cards with me. All right. So do I have to roll for that? For do a taste of blood?
Yeah, it's going to be resolve plus blood sorcery with a difficulty of 3.
All right. Resolve 3 and 4. Okay. I have 4 successes.
4 successes.
Mhm.
Okay. It is definitely vampire blood.
Oh, and one on my die, my blood die. But it's just a regular success.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. That's nothing special. So yeah, it's definitely vampire blood.
Mm-hmm.
And you would get the general generation out of it. Again, this would be an ancilla.
Okay. So, looks like we've got a kindred. Kind of an older
That-
one. And then Ancilla. So, guess we're going to have some guests coming soon.
Interesting. Well, I think the question is, does the blood belong to the one that did the killing or the one that was killed? Assuming they were killed. Assuming somebody was killed.
All I got was that it's kindred. Is that all I got?
That is, unless you
Mhm.
got a critical.
I did have 110, but
Yeah, you need 2 of them. So.
okay, no.
Yeah, just that this is an ancilla, so that would be somewhere in the 10 to 11 generation band.
A little
Yeah.
bit above us, but yeah.
Hmm.
So slightly older or slightly more powerful. Older is not always a given, especially if we're talking about the Sabbat.
Yes.
Now, there were the claw marks. Ain't that like your clan standard?
I mean, it could be. Depends. See, how big were the claw marks? Like,
Mm. Do I know how big the claw marks are?
Yeah, they were big.
Yay big.
does that look like big animal form big or horrid form Zamisi big? Because one is reasonable size, one is prop from a horror movie, kind of what it looks like. So
I would say what you could probably get from Gavin's description is it's not like bear claws. It's like, so it's probably, I'll let you have because you're a gangrel, but yeah, it's not somebody's animal form. This could be a feral weapon, but if you're thinking about Samesian horror form, it could be that too, but definitely not an animal.
right. Well, you said it's about hunting trap to get bodies. We've got kindred blood. We've got claw marks that are not natural. Yeah, I think we are gonna have problems.
Yeah. Well, you know, what if we sought some outside protection?
So,
Who are you thinking?
Those lovely bikers.
Yeah, that's a real quick way to get us in a lot of trouble with masquerade breaches.
yeah.
If the Sabbat are doing the thing they're doing there, they're gonna make a big mess of things. And while they won't get in trouble for it, even though we're on the outs, we still will.
I'm not quite sure those bikers are all a fan of ours either. I mean, we did take
Also,
their bar.
I didn't kill one, and they all walked away intact and not too angry.
Hey,
as
can
as
you help us? She didn't kill y'all and you walked away intact, so you
I
want to help us?
also
Yeah.
they
That
weren't
is
exactly the most intimidating group as it is. I
That's
think if they had
true.
tried something, they would not have survived us, and we're fairly peaceful.
I kept thinking about some things about them though. What's the name of this bar?
Pouncies.
Pouncies.
Yeah.
And one of them, the one who got away with his life, uh, said something about his animal magnetism. And I keep thinking about those words, and I keep thinking about that this bar is called Pouncies, and the rumors that we hear. And I wonder if they're wolves. I mean, which maybe they wouldn't even want. I think they could be easily bought, actually. And I think we could easily pay them to, I don't know, do security.
I mean, didn't we you think they're not mortal? I mean, I thought that we figured that they were mortal. You think that they're lying about that?
I wonder though.
I mean, to be fair, like kittens pounce too, but I don't think these are a bunch of were kittens.
I guess not.
I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I mean, I do know that werewolves, vampires, they don't exactly get along, and I feel like they
No,
would
I
have shown themselves to
yeah,
us,
I don't think we would have
survived.
had a peaceful time with them. Atlantis
Well,
had the most contact with the lupines, but they're not friendly.
They're not known for sitting down and playing a game of poker with us.
well, okay, consider this. First of all, we are not in the Camarilla. So obviously, socially, if you think about our standing within this dynamic here, this town, that we are not really a threat to them. And
Yeah, we're not a
they
threat, which means
think they take advantage of us.
they could kill us and not have to worry about anyone coming back.
Yeah, I guess. But I did overpay for the cocaine. And then I think about this other thing. If what's coming is worse, you know, we may not seem too bad. And they may think, okay, so this is like our kindred squabbles, and they are not wrong. But I mean, things could be bad for a lot of different people around here, right?
Right.
And there's strength in numbers, right? And cocaine and money, right?
Right. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Did
maybe
you
they're
say
playing it cool.
there's strength in cocaine?
Well, what I mean is the trade.
Okay.
If we can
Yeah.
also then manage more of the drug trade, somehow we could possibly even get them a little cut. We might have, I wouldn't call them partners, but you know, associates, allies.
Hmm. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but also Standard makes a good point that this could be a risk of a masquerade breach. So if we do this, we need to have a really solid plan of how we're going to go about this, especially if the Sabbat come a knocking.
Yeah. Well, I'm just putting that idea on the table. We can certainly come back to it.
It is worth putting on the table. Yeah.
It is
Absolutely.
it is a little desperate for being realistic, but we don't know how far away from desperate we are right now.
Speaking of other people that we might be able to, if this becomes a thing where we need more help, old Toby did have a bunch of zombies running around, and
We did.
those might be somewhat useful. Bodies are not a bad idea if you're going into a fight, especially if there's Sabbat making quick turns by grabbing people out of, ambulances and whatnot.
Very
True.
true.
Yeah, they're going to have us on numbers just because they don't care.
Well, then we should also tell Davenport and her people.
Yeah, they should definitely be keeping a low profile. We should definitely see if we can find out more about if these people are here, or if you just stumbled across them going somewhere else. Seems like too much of a coincidence for them to be
Yeah.
close by, but I can hope. Pray,
I mean,
they're
we do
going
have-
somewhere else.
Yeah. And we do have 2 Sabbat affiliated among us.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I mean, it stands to reason.
It makes the coincidence worse. Yes.
Yeah, they're coming for us.
I would hope that maybe they're just making a play for Raleigh, so they're building up forces for that. Then we can just watch that firestorm. But we'll hope in one hand and pass the ammunition with the other.
Yeah.
Speaking of, do either of you know much about how to handle yourself in a fight if it comes to it?
Like, you mean like actually throwing punches and stuff? I mean, I've been in some bar fights, but I don't fight with my fists. I fight with my words and my charm.
Yeah, I don't know how helpful those are going to be against Sabbat if they're coming for us.
I think I can handle myself, perhaps.
Okay.
I mean,
I should be okay.
fought in a war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want an honest answer because if people talk about how good they are in a fight and it turns out that they can't, then that's bad for everybody. So.
I mean, fighting with your fists ain't the only way to fight.
No,
That's
no,
all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you could only talk to people and the Sabbat are not for talking, then it's not as useful. I know your other abilities are actually very skilled for it. I just don't know how many times you had to use them in the heat of that kind of moment.
I can stand my ground if I need to.
All right, it's good to know.
I'm a Diablerist. You decide.
That could mean you're good at taking down vampires. It could mean that you've found some people who are very bad at defending themselves. Also, I would suggest probably not eating Sabbat.
Really?
Yeah, they do weird things.
Like what?
Do you ever get one of those? Let's see. It was like a drink where it's a bunch of mixed drinks all together. Or like mix a bunch of liquors that you shouldn't.
It's been a while, but sure.
Yeah, this is Spot are a little like that. You kind of get garbage punch out of them. So, yeah.
I thought it would be more like a blend of flavors, sort of like.
That would imply someone was doing it with some kind of taste and not just throwing everything in the bucket.
Well, that's too bad.
Just a heads up. You never know what exactly you're going to eat because you are what you eat, and they're gross.
Okay. Appreciate the honesty here.
They're not that gross. Just saying.
They're a rabid death cult who wants to, rule over humanity. So I'm not saying the tower is much better, but they're not, actively trying to enslave all the people as cattle, or passively, but listen, I don't really have much truck with any of them, but ones who uh, tend to leave a bunch more of a body count are at least the ones to be worried about.
Well, I couldn't taste that, so I don't know.
But we should probably see about learning if this is something we need to prepare for and then take steps to prepare. But I don't have a lot of ideas on how to do that.
You want to go do some preparations. Huh?
Yes.
What?
What would you like to do?
I would like to do some blood sorcery. And just have some things heard.
Okay. What? What? Are you froze?
Am I?
No, no.
Did I freeze?
Okay. You're good.
Okay.
Now. Yeah.
All right.
So that's what you're doing. So go ahead and I think about what you want to do there. Did the rest of you want to do anything right now? Basically, as you prepare to maybe venture out for the evening.
Yeah, I think Gavin's just gonna wait until everyone. How we taking my RV when we venture out? How we doing this?
Should we take yours or standards?
I mean, can standards? What do you drive again? Standard?
The truck, it'll fit us all. Just 3 of us at the moment. So.
All right. Yeah, I feel like we always take my RV. So can we take your ride standard?
Sure, it's a little bit easier, little easier to miss if people are looking. So.
And also, Gavin is gonna kind of like get a little bit like closer, so it's just like standard that can hear him. I understand you're not a fan of the Sabbat, but please keep in mind that the Sabbat raised me on how to be a vampire, and while I did leave for a reason, it was one specific reason, and there are still many members of the Sabbat that I owe a lot to. So please be careful about what you say about them around me. And he's gonna like just walk away.
Okay.
So where exactly are we headed anyways?
We should go find Emily Davenport.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably a good first step. At least let her know. Because if she hears about it from someone else, she's gonna bolt, since it seems to be her first reaction to. Well, I think not a bad reaction, but one we want to keep a handle on.
It's a
Or
little
at least-
exhausting after a while.
Yeah, or at least get those notes back from her before she decides to leave.
You think she
Right.
can do anything with these bullet casings here?
Maybe.
Perhaps?
Well, I'm gonna bring them just in case, and Gavin's gonna shove them back in his pocket.
All right. So, question about if I wanted to do a ritual and then do like a blood sorcery thing. So, I'd like to prepare for clinging of the insect. And
I am
blood of
muted.
potency.
There we go.
Huh?
I am
Oh,
muted.
okay.
Sorry.
You're
I'm
muted.
just I'm talking. I'm saying like, yeah. So Blood of Potency is, you can do as many of these as you want. They're just all going to be rouse checks. So I think so the one, yeah, you could start with Clinging of the Insect. That just involves taking a little bit of your blood in a rouse check, and pretty much putting it on a spider and eating it is kind of the ritual.
Okay. And it's
gross,
just a
but it
rouse check?
works. Yeah. So you're gonna do a rouse check, and that may be it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Ah, fuck! Alright, no successes. Right. Alright.
Okay, so you will go up.
Oh.
And...
Okay.
Oh,
So now
sorry.
I've got
It is a ritual roll. My bad. So you're
Oh.
up to Hunger 2.
Okay.
So that's going to be, ritual roll is going to be resolve plus blood potency.
Alright.
Or blood sorcery. Sorry, not blood potency.
Okay, so what is my resolve? One sec. Resolve is 3. Okay, great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 4 successes.
4 successes. So it's
Yes.
successful ritual.
Mhm.
No failures or criticals.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, you
All
don't
right.
have any. That's what I'm asking.
I don't have any. No. Well, no, I didn't score anything on my hunger die. So.
Okay, so
Hunger dice.
yeah, you've essentially prepared your magical spider or other insect. It's kind of up to you.
Okay.
So basically, as soon as you eat that spider, you will have Cling of the Insect for the duration of this game.
Awesome. Okay. So go and I bite my finger. I want to go find a spider first. I'm sure there are plenty of spiders. And I put it in a little cup. And so I pour my blood in there. And I mix it up. I'm like, ugh. All right. Here we go. All right. Mm.
Can-
Crunchy.
Do Gavin and Standard like see her do this?
That would be up to Charlotte if Charlotte does her blood potency right, or her blood sorcery. I keep saying potency, my bad. If Charlotte does her blood sorcery right in front of everybody, I don't know if you do that. I mean, that's up to you.
Let's say she went downstairs to the office and left the door open by accident, not thinking about it. Annoyed because of the blood of potency one that failed.
Oh, you just failed the roll?
No. Wait, no, I did a rouse check and then I did that other one. So I didn't do a blood of potency roll yet.
You haven't done that yet, so.
Okay, right. Yeah. No. I was frustrated by the rouse. So yeah. It boosted my hunger. I forgot the door was open. So if y'all saw it, y'all saw it.
Gavin like was right in. Did you
Did I
just eat a spider? Did you just eat a spider?
Sure enough. I sure did.
You know what? I'm not even gonna ask.
Can I show you why?
If I say no, are you gonna still show me anyways?
Yes,
Sure.
I am.
Hey, Standard, get over here. You gotta see this too. She just ate a spider. She's gonna show me why.
Spiders are crunchy. Not bad.
I mean, I've had better, but you know.
I mean, it tastes
So,
no worse than anything else these days.
So I like walk by a wall and I kind of do that. And then I just crawl on up the wall.
Oh, fucking, all right, we
and
got
over.
fucking Peter Parker over here.
My name
Andy.
is Charlotte.
It's a rep. Never mind.
Did you never read Charlotte's Web?
Yeah,
E.B. White?
Yes, yeah, I did, but good point. Okay. Anyway, so you got spider powers now or something?
Just for the night.
All right.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some other things to do. Well, you know. I think it will be. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some more that I might want to have a little privacy for.
All right, you do what you do.
I will do that. She closes the door. Like, walks over the wall again, just because she can.
Gavin is gonna turn to standard. Like, anything you want to tell me? You gonna eat a wasp or something and turn into a stinging menace?
No.
All right.
You know, vampires are weird.
Yeah, we are.
Gabe
You
devs,
certainly
that would be
are.
totally awesome, and you should put that in the game.
What?
The ability to turn into a stinging wasp by eating a wasp.
That would be
That's
fabulous.
Give the blood sorcerers attack powers, they'd be too powerful.
Fabulous, Gary.
Just go be weird in the corner. That's all you get.
All right, so now I'm going to do the blood of potency. So I do a rouse check again.
Rouse check again.
Oh my gosh. All right. Wait, now, this does work for the night. Or
Fling of the
not the
Insect
scene.
will work for the night, and this will work for the night. Yes, if you succeed.
Okay. Great. So I'll start with a rouse check. So I have to roll 2 dice, right?
Well, just
'Cause
one
I have
die
two
for the rouse check. No, for the rouse check, it's just one die.
Oh, okay.
One hunger die.
All right. Nope. All right.
Nope. You're hungrier,
No.
or nope?
I'm hungrier.
Okay, so you're up to 3.
I am up to 3. All right, and so then it's resolve and blood potency. Blood sorcery. See, I did it now. All right. Oh,
Yes, and that's a difficulty of 3.
I got 3 and 1 crit
So do you have
on my.
So do you have 2 of those 10s?
110 on my hunger dice, and then 2. Yeah.
Okay, so you succeed on the roll, but it's not a critical.
Oh, okay.
So you are blood potency 2.
Awesome. All right.
You're a little stronger.
Yay. Okay. So,
So just so you know what that will allow you to do, your blood surge will be the same, but you'll be
Okay.
able to you can mend damage a little faster. So instead of being able to just do 1 superficial per browse check, you can do 2.
oh, okay.
And it looks like you get a bonus on your discipline checks, like with 1 die. So
Yay. All right.
just so you don't feel bad about not getting to 3 on it, you know, it's still pretty good. Some good stuff.
Okay. That's fine. Excuse me. All right. So then I come out of the office, a little pep in my step. Well, shall we call Emily first or just show up?
Well,
I mean, we could just show up, but we don't know where she is, so we can call her. That might be
good
best.
point. You guys know her better than I do, so it is your call.
All right. So I call her from the bar phone. No paging this time.
Okay. When you pick up the bar phone, there is no Delta.
We don't have a dial tone.
That's not good.
Nope.
Okay. So I kind of picture that we know that there's a back entrance to the kitchen because we used that when we first came in, and there's like the front entrance. Are there any windows or anything?
Not really. No. I mean, there's just pretty much it's kind of a windowless building.
All right, that's better.
Well,
Perfect for surreptitious bar activity. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and there's no dial tone, and we already think there could be someone coming for us. I am going to go ahead and rouse for toughness.
Okay.
Since that will last the scene.
well, which should we go? Should we start with the doors, see who's here, or just stand by the bar and wait for somebody to show up?
We could just
I'm gonna rouse for unseen passage, if that is okay with you, Ian.
Yeah.
That would be a success.
Okay. And if you can go ahead and make the roll.
What is it again? Remind me.
It is blah blah blah. It is wits, either wits plus obfuscate or wits plus resolve.
That was a preemptive. You can't see me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is my? What's my hunger? 1.
You were at 1. Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Sorry, for some reason my hunger wasn't filled in. 6 of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hunger dice. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 successes and hang on. I think I got a crit. I have two 10s.
Yeah, if you have 2 10s, that's a crit. Are any of those
Yes.
10s on your hunger die?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's a crit. So
Awesome.
so that's 4 successes for the crit plus any other additional successes you got.
There'll be 3 additional.
Okay. That's nice. Okay. That's a real nice roll. So yeah,
Thank you.
someone's looking at 7 to beat you on that. So that's you are John Cena. So yeah. So what do we want to do next? Everybody's kind of buffed up, done their buff up stuff. Do you want to? Yeah, I guess you have to decide what you want to do next. The phone is not working.
Well, Standard is as ready as he's gonna be, so he's gonna just look to see if anyone else has another idea. Doesn't see Gavin as they just disappear, and is going to just open the front door.
Okay. When you open the front
Oh, wait.
door,
Don't call me John Cena.
I'm fixing them.
I am
I'm John Cena.
There we go.
Oh no, what is happening? Bring around.
I'm not sure why it did that.
Bring around.
I'm not sure why it did that. That's a good question.
Because they turned the camera off. They stopped being a camera participant.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
So
it's good.
it shuffles us a little bit.
Yeah, it's good.
So does that mean when I turn it on, it's gonna reshuffle us?
It might, but I can fix that really quick. So
Okay.
there's no worries about that.
Sweet.
And we have the same number of people. You just essentially swapped places with someone else.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's easy.
Gotcha.
It's easy because I can just shift the tiles around, so no big deal. Yeah, when you look outside to your view, there is I mean, there's nothing out there. Looks like a perfectly normal night.
yeah, well, he's gonna just start walking towards the car then, because I mean, we were leaving anyway. So if
Yes.
something's gonna happen, I'd rather it happen a little bit out in the open, so they don't just burn the bar down on us. It's much harder to fight that than it is, whatever else might come.
I mean, I can page Davenport. And do either of y'all have a cell phone?
Oh.
Anybody have a cell phone?
No.
The cell
Cell phones would have
character is not
Yeah,
here.
our cell phone character has left. Our person with the cell phone plan is not here. Also, the person that has everyone's number and the police contacts that might have been useful earlier. So we're just like, let's go just wander into things and hopefully someone finds us. That's our scouting. We're just going to wander through being loud.
I have drug contacts. I don't know if that's going to help us.
Probably that's helpful to figure out, like, hey, why did the cops get called out? And then why is no one there kind of stuff with what Gavin had earlier. So
I'll send a text on the pager. Phone dead. Where are you? Uh-oh. Is she alive? Oh no.
I'm trying to think what that would do exactly.
it's where I'm like, I don't understand how pagers work, so
Yeah,
I will
hold
leave
on.
that information to everyone else.
Can they text you a page?
I would assume if there is like an SMS on the, I mean, I don't know if this is like a 90s pager. It's a pager. Yeah, I don't know how they
we didn't
work
we
with.
didn't we failed to establish our pager rules for this chronicle.
Yeah.
That's a really important. It should have been first thing.
Yeah.
Step 1, what things don't we want in the game? Step 2, how do pagers work so that we are all on the same page?
Yeah, it's like if you play like an Elder Chronicle, are all the phones going to be that kind where you have to like do this? Like, will there be phones at all, or are you communicating by passenger pigeon? So, yeah, okay. Well, let's say you send that out.
Oh,
Yeah, I think the
she could-
pagers did have a primitive SMS.
Yeah, she could text a message, a number at the very least. Yeah.
What number do you text?
Oh, that's true. Oh, where are you? If she could do numbers, she could text like an address. At the very least. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm like I'm kind of I'm trying to figure out what your plan is here. Like how you're sending. I guess you're sending an SMS through your
It says,
pager.
"Where
You
are
text
you?"
a spider emoji.
Yeah.
No, wait.
What?
It's just
I guess how
No,
do they
just-
respond? Well, I guess they
Yeah.
could respond to your pager.
with their
Okay.
address. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um. It's. Let's see where we are on this. Just randomly rolling dice over here. Don't look here. You do get after probably about 5 minutes, you get something back that says, something's not right, may need help.
All right. Where are you? Text back like, where are you?
How long do you wait?
I go, let's just drive around. We'll, I don't want to sit here. Let's just drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
We get to the truck and we can at least. I mean, we know, if nothing else, the flea market is at least a place. If we head there, if she's not there, then that's easy enough. But if she was there, it's the only location we have really. So
Okay.
yeah. Or, yeah,
well,
your
he'll
officer.
go to the truck and he'll open up. He is guessing that Gavin is coming along with them, just unseen. So he will leave the back door open for a while
Yes.
to let someone climb in, and also his familiars to jump in there as well.
It's
And
just-
then it's like, I've worked with the Invisible Man before. Leave the door open. Okay, close the door.
Gavin's gonna climb in. Just clarification. I cannot talk, right? That's gonna unop.
No, you.
Yeah. What are
can-
the rules of?
You can talk in a whisper.
Okay.
You just couldn't like yell or scream.
Yeah, unseen
And
passage will let you move and also talk in a whisper. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
particularly because your friends know you're obfuscated, they, it's fairly easy just if you're close to them to communicate with them.
Okay, so just out of character, assume if I am talking while unseen passage, assume it is in a whisper. I am not actually going to whisper because that might make it actually. So just assume it is a whisper when I'm talking.
Yeah. No, that's pretty standard practice. Because
Okay, cool.
the old stage whisper, as they call it. Because you can't actually whisper because no one will actually hear you on the stream. So. So we will assume that you're communicating in whisper, and yeah, you would just let me know if there's any time where you decide you just scream or something. Just let me know.
Sounds good.
So yeah, we've done our standard. We've got a buddy. He's obfuscated protocol. Where you just leave doors open behind you. I've watched so many of these streams that it happens all the time. So,
like, leave the door open for a while, then whistle for the dog to jump in, then close the door.
Yeah, exactly. So, where are you? You have not in this time received any response.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Where are you starting to drive?
The flea market store? Like that's the only place that I and Standard, I think, know that has any connection to her, because it's the only place I've been. Because the other place we met with her was random parking lot 7 or something. So.
Well,
We did meet the
rest
drug...
of you know where. Well, the rest of you do know. I say that the other places the rest of you have met her was at, like, you know where her. Well, you know the flea market, and you know where her place of business as well.
Like, yeah, her drug office or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Why don't we go to the factory or her office, her lab?
Is her lab the same place that's like the Russian drug place, or is that a separate place?
it is separate. It's like
Okay.
it's there's the from what you can tell at the steel mill. The steel mill is kind of where they distribute the drugs, but the drugs are actually made at an old kind of abandoned furniture factory.
Okay, the furniture factory. I wondered because I knew we'd gotten the hints that there was something important about that, but then I wasn't here when you guys
Yeah.
did anything with that. So okay, that makes sense. Cool. Yeah, we'll head there then. I will try and drive in a way that will hopefully either let us know if we have a tail or lose them.
Don't you have driving or something?
I do, with a specialty in evasion. It's actually
That's
something
right.
I'm really good at.
Wow.
That's good to know.
It's why I keep going, hey, I want to drive, because it's the thing that is actually really good on my character sheet more than anything else.
So,
All right, let's drive.
so as you drive along, you do not, as far as you can tell, see anything that tails you.
Okay.
But as you get closer to the factory, I would say that you do notice a lot of the street lights are out.
And they weren't before, right?
No.
And this isn't like one or two. This is a suspicious amount.
This is a suspicious amount, yeah.
Okay. I would be ready. This doesn't
Great.
look good.
Nope.
And, okay. You just continue towards the furniture factory, which is,
Yeah. At this point, if there's a trap, we trigger it by walking into it. I think this is what we would call in the business stamina-based trap finding.
So the furniture factory sits, as you may or may not recall, but the furniture factory sits up on like a hill, and there's kind of a road leading up to it, and the gate to it was guarded by, a fairly primitive fence. Not like the same kind of fence they had around the steel mill, which was like a gate, like a secure gate. This is just more like a fence, and if you recall, there were some guards there. It seems like the lights are still on at the furniture factory, but leading up to it, like almost all the lights are out. And as you get closer to the furniture factory, as you're driving, a body appears in your headlights.
Like a person body or like a body on the ground body?
A body on the ground.
Okay,
Like
we'll
someone
try not
laying
to
there on the ground.
we'll try not to drive over a body. Turns out it's
Is it-
bad for you.
Is it dead? Like,
Well, it's just
Dead he
somebody
dead?
laying there. If
Alright.
you wanted to know more, you would have to get a little closer to it.
Do we want to check this out or what?
Yeah, we can.
I mean, I am a little hungry.
Slow down a little bit.
standard, can you like make yourself a dog and pretend you're like sniffing it or something?
Yeah, but that would be stopping the truck right here and turning into a dog. I can just get out and look at it.
Why don't you just let me like jump out real fast, bite it, him, her, them, and then I'll just jump back in. I'll catch up to you.
Dad,
I'm a
you-
little hungry.
Why
Just
are we
eating-
biting it again?
I mean, then I can figure out like if they're dead. Oh, I guess.
You can do that a lot easier by just like poking him. Yeah, he'll slow the truck down and stop. But like also,
Well, after he says that, Charlotte's like,
Also, without some special abilities, you can't really eat dead people.
Guess
So
Ah,
Vite goes bad real fast.
we love Charlotte. Charlotte's like, I gotta check to see if they're dead. I'll go take a bite.
If they react, they won't.
If they react, they're probably not dead. Probably.
It's like,
Um,
it's like, so I'll take
All
a
right.
bite. If they react, they weren't dead, and then I have to kill them because I've bitten them.
So I don't get out of the car. I just look at them and like I don't know. I bet your car is really nice and neat, and there's nothing in there I could throw.
I
at it.
mean, yeah, because vampires don't snack, so we don't have like a bunch of trash in the car. It's really easy to keep your car clean when you just don't have things. Um, but yeah, I mean, just just stop there. Like he'll pull the truck up so that it kind of blocks you a little bit. If you want to get out and take a look at the body, it might not be a bad idea to look to see what happened. Because just
All right, I'm
a
totally.
dude shot by because some drug stuff happened, then we don't need to worry about it. If it is, hey, his throat is ripped out or he's been drained, then we have to worry about it.
Yeah, you're right. So I'm gonna jump out real fast, and approach. I do have silence of death, so can I walk really quiet? Do I need to roll for that, or is it just
No, it is not a rouse check.
okay? Cool.
You
So-
just do it.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So I just kind of go over and peek and I just stand there for a second just to see if I sense breathing or and also try to see what there is. Is there?
Okay.
Are there-
Yeah, congratulations, Scooby Gang. It is a dead body.
Okay.
But you want to look a little closer to see what maybe happened, or you
Yeah.
just go like, "Yep, he's dead," and get back in the truck. You want to look?
No,
Closer.
I want to look a little closer, see what happened.
Okay.
Do I
Well,
see
you get a little
claw
bit.
marks?
Yeah, you get a little bit closer. This appears to be one of the Russians. Generic Russian, not one of the important Russians, so to speak. He does have a single large claw mark in his back. And post that, it looks like he probably was fed on.
Oh well. I guess I'll wait. Get back in the car. Couldn't just leave him a little bit alive. Somebody else just had to. I want to kill you. She totally does that. Sits there like.
Okay, so dead, claw marks drained.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I
Totally
think
dead.
we're in the right place then.
Yeah.
Just
How
keep-
about some wits awareness rolls?
yay.
Yes.
Wits awareness.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wits. Oh, good. Awareness. Okay.
3 successes.
3 successes?
Yep. 3 successes.
Through 4 successes, and I got these little symbols on my my blood dice.
Ooh,
So one looks like it's a
So one of those is a 1. It's the little skull is a bestial failure. So if you didn't have enough successes to win, that means you critically failed. And the other is a critical on your blood dice. If you got 2 of those, you would get a upgrade to be a bloody critical or a messy critical, and you succeed really well in a way that's usually bad for everybody.
Well,
So
The important thing is, do we have a messy crit?
I think you just said
so
4 successes. So I don't
Oh, 4
think so.
successes.
no, yeah. I've got
No,
2. Okay.
You're
But
good.
I do have 2. It looks like I got 2 10s. Oh, I can't see.
No, it would tell you critical if you
Oh,
had
okay.
2 10s. Those are just normals.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
No
most of you
messies yet.
most of you
Hmm?
hear the gunfire coming from the furniture factory up ahead. With that additional success, Charlotte, you hear what sounds to be like a window breaking amidst the
Oh.
gunfire.
Duck. Somebody shooting at us?
Like gunfire at the furniture factory, not in our direction, right?
Yeah, you're a little further down from the furniture factory. Like you were kind of
Oh, okay.
driving up, and then you kind of probably a little bit out from it ran into this dead body.
Okay.
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 Cut the headlights. Eyes the beast activates, and then we just keep driving that way in a slightly faster hurry because there's if Davenport is over there being shot, we have to do something about that. And
hmm
driving towards gunfire seems to fit this risk taker flaw I have. So let's go.
All right. I'm
Yeah,
down.
This would have been a fun messy crit to play out.
They almost always are.
Yeah,
I'm sure we get there.
yeah.
We're hungry
You're-
enough already.
You're
We'll
hungry
get there.
enough that there's a pretty decent chance. There's so much that could happen here. When you pull up to the gate, that's when you see a second Russian. And it definitely looks like someone has well, that's a little hard to explain because it looks like someone has possibly pushed him through a part of the gate that a human body is not supposed to go through. But he went through. He didn't make it out the other end, but he went through.
Wow.
Is the gate open?
In a manner of speaking, yes, now it is. It wasn't open like in the sense that it was opened. It was open in the sense now that it's broken enough by this person being rammed through it that you can go in. If you wanted it more open, like at this point, you could probably all go through. If you wanted it more open to say get the truck through, you would probably have to go up and actually kind of move the fence or open the gate itself.
Would
What?
much rather have the car with us if we need to make it out of here quickly.
Mm.
So Standard is going to just hop out and see if he can drag the gate open further. Got some ability of being strong, in that I've got some dice in it. To try and drag the gate open enough to drive the truck through.
Need some help out there?
Well, there's a dead body merged with the gate here, so maybe.
Are they definitely dead? Drained?
You ever made sausage before? You put them through the grinder?
No.
That's kind of what that looks like, I think.
Oh.
Pushed them through the gate. You know, not pleasant to the body.
Yeah, no, I never ate sausage.
He's a mess.
Okay. Well, hope they leave somebody alive. Or maybe not. We'll find out. It will work better.
Ooh, I could have done
So-
something here that would have been terrible, but it's not very narratively interesting, so we're not going to do it.
Okay.
Which is, I'm remembering how hungry Charlotte is. So,
Gavin is going to unobfuscate.
Okay.
I figured, you know, it should be visible like you guys. I don't know. It seems fair. I did my obfuscate thing when we were back at the bar and stuff might have been going down. So, I was like, let me go invisible. But yeah, I want to be here with y'all where you can see me.
No worries. We're glad you're back. I mean, I always figured you were just there, just not there. We all have our days when we're.
Yeah.
So,
If we
yeah,
can
so
drag the gate open and drive through. That would be what we would try.
you drive through. You open the gate without much problem. And as you, so the furniture factory doesn't have like a loading dock, so to speak, like the steel mill does, but it just has a door that leads into the building where there's an elevator inside that you can take. But where do you pull the truck up to? Do you just stop at the gate, or do you pull all the way up to like the door?
Close-ish. I mean, like, we don't want to put the truck somewhere close by if we're having to make a quick getaway. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That is when something loud will fall from up above and land on the hood of your truck.
You think they're dead?
I mean, do you
Stop.
want to go like lick them or whatever it is you do? We
Stop
could
the
just
truck and
ask
see
and
how they respond to as they go flying off the hood of the car.
Yeah.
Because we're
I
moving
mean,
at speed and then we stop. So
yeah, it just hits the hood of your car and kind of slides off without moving.
looks like more dead drug dealers.
Well,
If we're close
at
enough to
least they're
getting
thorough.
bodies if we're close enough to be getting bodies thrown at us, we'll park the car.
All right.
Tell his dog to watch the truck.
All right, do you
Kind of. I don't know where I'm going here. You guys have been here before, not me. So.
Well, follow me. I was gonna go dark, but follow me. So I go to
Alright.
the door that I remember that we first went into.
okay?
Oh, you know what?
You
We
just
should
leave
probably
the
grab.
body there, or
No, I think we're gonna grab a key card off of the body if there is one.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can check the body, see if it has keys or a phone that someone might be able to use. I not something for me, or a gun for other people. Any of that kind of interesting, fun loot that might be on this body that's been presented in our way.
okay. So the body may have had a gun at some point, but you're not sure because their hand is missing. Their right hand is missing, and they definitely have taken some damage and are dead. They do have a key card and probably a cell phone as well.
All right. I'll grab the cell phone and the key card. I'll try to figure out the cell phone later. Let's just go in and see if anybody's alive.
I mean, if nothing else, it's a cell phone for you to have for later that's traced to someone else.
I don't want a cell phone, but that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, start heading towards the sounds of imminent violence, I guess.
Okay, so you go in, and again, standard wouldn't have known this, but there's that standard cargo elevator with one of those gates that you pull Um, the elevator is not there, so it would have to be called down, but the gate is closed right now. But you do hear it start to descend.
Oh, great. Well, let's stand back. Get ready.
Yep.
Got a weapon.
I guess we will rouse for feral weapons now.
All right.
I don't have weapons.
I think Charlotte would have taken that knife that she's been holding on to.
I hope so.
The
I
ritual
figured
knife.
I figured you brought your machete. Yes.
Yes, and her machete.
Okay. Oh, you brought the knife too. Okay.
Yeah.
That other knife. Okay, I think what you mean. I thought when you said knife, I thought you meant machete. So.
Hey, Weird Hunger 3 now, but we have
Oh.
claws, so
This is going to get real interesting, isn't it?
We're in good
I
company.
mean, yeah.
Okay.
Is there like anything like around on the floor that Gavin can like just like grab?
Yeah, absolutely. This is an old furniture factory, so you could take like, I mean, there's probably like pipes. There's probably like kind of equivalent weapons, but old pieces of furniture.
Sure. He's gonna
They could all act
grab
as a weapon.
so he sees like a bed, like those like old bedposts with like the little ball like on top. You know what I'm talking about? When it was
Mhm.
like the four corner bedpost. So like he
Oh, yeah.
sees like one of those, and he kind of, or he sees like that like bed, and being a vampire, I assume he can just kind of like rip it right off and have it in his hand.
Okay.
I may
Did you
not be very physical, but I'm still a vampire.
did you ever watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Do you remember how she always used to break a leg off of a chair or something and use that as a stake?
Uh, I can't say I do.
I wasn't a fan of that show, but it was kind of fun to watch at times.
Interesting.
I'm just saying. That just reminded me of Buffy when you did that.
But I think at this point,
Thank you.
I think
She gives
I think
no
at this
indication
point
if that was a compliment or not.
the elevator will come to a stop. And in the dim light of the elevator, you definitely see what looks to be somebody like bound and gagged, and bleeding.
Are they alive?
Oh, they're alive. Yes.
Is it someone we know?
You think that it might be one of the Thin Bloods.
Is anyone else with them, or are they in the elevator alone?
No.
All right. So
Gavin
is gonna walk. Gavin's gonna go up to this person and like pull the while for whatever reason, I don't know, Gavin doesn't know, holding the like bed weapon, he's gonna like grab the gag, and before, if you scream, if you scream, I will whack your head off. Do you understand me? Okay.
If you
He's gonna-
scream, I will eat you.
If you scream, that one will eat you after I whack your head off.
No,
All right.
the other way
I
around.
want to do. All right. You know what I mean. Anyways, he's going to pull the gag down.
And yeah, this person is like, you can definitely see that they do have fangs, so it's probably one of the Thin Bloods.
What is your name?
out of here. Untie me.
What?
You're gonna have to speak up.
Get me the fuck out of here. Untie me.
Get
Right,
them,
but
get them out of the elevator so they don't just call it back up and take you upstairs.
all right, well, come here. Gavin's gonna pull him out of the elevator. If we untie you, are you gonna run away or are you gonna tell us what's going on?
I'm gonna try to run, but
All right,
yes, if you
standard.
need like a minute, like I will tell you. But just
Standard,
untie me. I have got to go.
I'm gonna untie him. If he tries to run, can you help out?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
His
So
shouts like, "I'll help."
Gavin's gonna untie him. You want to tell us what's going on? Why you joyriding all tied up in an elevator?
I need to get the fuck out of here. All of right now. I think they wanted me. I think they wanted you to eat me.
Why? Are you poisoned or something?
Fuck if I know. They're just sick fucks up there.
Okay.
Can I go now?
Why did they want you to be eaten? By all of us? Any of us?
I don't know. Some one of them said something about the fucking weird looking one said something about y'all might be hungry. Our guests might be hungry. Tied my ass up, put me in the elevator.
I think they've been spying on us.
Who is they?
Are they Sabbat? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, what the fuck is a Sabbat? Is that some kind of...
No. They're the vampires that, they're like...
Look, I don't
you explain.
care.
You
I
grew up
want to
with
go.
You should. You should care. You should, because even if you get out of here as alive as you are, there's no guarantees that they aren't following you. I mean, sure, they're probably looking for us, but I mean, you just told me that they thought that we might be hungry and they tied you up and left you as an offering.
Come on.
I don't think you're in a position to bargain for what you want to do right now. Do you understand?
Can't help
Yeah,
us.
he's gonna try to run.
He's gonna just run.
Yeah, he's gonna run. He's gonna try to run right now. Do you make effort to stop him or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will make you roll for it because it's really probably as simple as just there's three of you and grabbing him and like.
I'm not gonna try and stop the Finblood, who's our ally, from escaping from the Sabbat, who have killed all the people around him. Him running is pretty reasonable. If he goes out there and tries to take the truck, the dog's gonna kick his ass anyway, so...
I need more answers.
Actually, we're gonna...
All right, so we don't have to roll for it? Or
No, you don't have to roll to grab him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
and
grab
stop
him.
him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab him. And...
But he is, when you do that, I would say that the signs are that he is probably going to go into a fear frenzy pretty quickly and soon.
Calm down. Just calm down. You're composed.
Oh. And I'll say at this point, you also, like, hear a voice from up at the elevator shaft. Y'all quit playing with your food and get up here.
Oh. I let him go.
He bolts.
That was my mitzvah for the day. Why don't you come down here?
I could, but we just really want to have a nice conversation.
We could have a conversation just like this.
All right. Well, I got a few more of these I could throw out the window.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, Standard's gonna just start walking back into the elevator.
All right.
Yeah, Charlotte goes into.
Gavin goes in.
All right. And you assume you take the elevator up?
Yeah.
All right. So Charlotte and Gavin, I think you know that the Thin Bloods were having their sort of drug lab on, I believe it was the 4th floor of the building.
Mm-hmm.
And you go up there, and you get up there. Fortunately, somehow the lights are still on here, I should add. And the scene that you are confronted with is an absolute mess. It looks like there are several bodies, and there's about 3 or 4 of what you think are the Thin Bloods kind of cowering in the corner. There is, you see Davenport tied to a chair with a blindfold around her eyes and a gag in her mouth. And, holding the back of the chair is what appears to be this on. A cowboy looking motherfucker. And who Gavin would immediately recognize as Linus, standing next to him.
You son of a fucking bitch.
That's
Is this
some
like a family
language.
reunion?
Not any way to talk to me.
Who the fuck woke you up?
That's none of your concern.
I mean, am I gonna have to put you back to sleep again like I did the first time? You filthy fucking piece of shit. Sorry, is this I'm sorry if this is a family friendly
I don't think so.
No, we have language warnings, so
Oh, yeah.
lay it on. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you can.
You could certainly try. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see how far you've come. I always knew you had such potential.
I've come pretty far without your help. Why are you here, and when did you crawl out of that hole that I put you in?
Where the
Slimy
fuck is Eden?
motherfucker.
Hmm?
Where's Eden?
Shit if I know.
We ain't Eden's keepers. Who the fuck are you? Fucking Woody over here?
No, Johnny Cash must be Eden's sire.
Yeah.
Oh.
Honest, they can read. Good.
I'll have you know I have a PhD in anthropology. Of course I can read.
Oh, a smart one.
Maybe we did come to the right place. So here we are. I'd hope for a family reunion, but guess that's not in the old cards, as they say.
Well, at least you don't get the disappointment of not being wanted.
I mean, it's hard to want somebody who is worthless.
Such words from you. I wonder if you your abilities can back it up. Like I said, I would love to see how far exactly you've come. I mean, you have a coterie now. Sans one. That is a little. Hmm.
Yeah,
Should
and
keep
none of
tabs
us
on you.
here are drunk with tell me, how is that whole like wassail thing going? Did you have to start from scratch after I put you into torpor for like, I don't know, what, 20 something years?
Scratch, no, but it has been fascinating seeing just what I had to go through again. I mean, honestly, I think it was a nice little experiment. Thanks to you, I was able to recheck my notes, I should say.
Oh,
I could show you them if you'd like to join me again.
I'm all set, thank you very much.
well, maybe you ain't. So here's the thing. Let's start with this. And he kind of just spins Davenport's chair around a bunch of times. What we gonna talk or we gonna fight?
Let's
what-
start with the talking. No, it's fine.
I'm a little I can't say I'm disappointed that you say that, but at least you got a brain in your head. So, truth is, we came to get all of you.
Us.
Linus here, of course, wants Gavin back. I'd like Eden back, because neither one of them are just doing their potential. But lo and behold, we get here and we see what appears to be what is this shit? Some kind of candy factory?
I'm sorry, why, first of all, Linus, why would a self-centered, selfish son of a bitch ever think that I would want anything to do with you? And you, why would your Toby Keith motherfucking looking ass think that Eden wanted anything to do with you?
Well, I like to think that with age comes priorities and sensibilities, but I see you haven't changed much at all. So
Yeah,
sad.
prioritizing people who have their faculties in check, which last I checked, you did not. And that's why I had to stake you and put your ass into torpor.
Just because you disagreed with my methods doesn't mean I have to go to sleep.
Your methods were gonna get the pack killed. We took the Valdery, do you not remember that? And then you started your wassail, I'm all fucking paranoid about the Sabbat being snuffed out. You
Yes,
were a
and look
danger
where
to
they
us.
are. Off, going off, slowly one by one, feeling the beckoning, and yet I'm still here.
How is
Can't
that
argue
working?
with
How,
that point.
so you feel the beckoning, both of you? Or at
It
least Tyler
calls.
Gaka here.
It calls to me, yes, but I have much work to do.
And you feel it?
I think anyone
Ja-
of a certain age does.
Okay. And how are you not feeling this so much that you aren't whatever is going on with it? What have you been
'Cause
eating?
I got better things to do with my life.
So you just don't think about it. It's a meditation?
I don't fucking know.
It's quite a lot of things, I should say. It's part meditation, part truly giving in to one's beast,
Yeah.
embracing who you truly are within,
Tell me more about
not
that.
parading around with humans or others who cling so hard to their humanity. There's no point. You're just wasting time.
Yep.
Giving
That's
into the
how it
beast
go.
opens up your true potential, and I can only hope one day that you'll see for yourself. Unless you're like Gavin here.
At least with some humanity, we are in control of ourselves and our choices, unlike you.
I think I'm very much in control right now. What do you say, Fern?
It's fine to me. See, one of the things you can do is when you got a purpose, divine purpose, as it were, it's just to fuck the beckoning, right? And I've got a divine purpose. Linus has got what Linus does, which is, I have to say, going all wolfy wolf. It sure does work. But, I'm also real into just taking the fabric that makes our society and just kind of pulling at those strings over and over and over until the sweater's gone, as they say. You all got sweaters?
Mine's a bit frayed. You almost had me, though, I gotta say. I was almost convinced. I'm good,
What
though.
holds you back?
Indeed.
What holds me back?
You're not curious? How much you could truly do? What power you could truly possess? You've never thought once.
Oh, I've thought. And
yet here you are.
And yet here I am, but I was already told that y'all are tainted. So
Gavin told you, I assume. He saw the horrors of the Sabbat and thought to warn you.
Actually, no, it was Standard that warned Charlotte. If you must know, the reason I left the Sabbat was because of you. I hold no ill will towards many members, including those of my former pack. I still, in a lot of ways, think fondly of the Sabbat because they taught me how to be a vampire. But you had to go and ruin that, and I had no choice but to leave. And trust me, I did make the right choice.
Well,
So you think.
oh, what do they call it? I don't know, I ain't a talking guy. But, you're young, Gavin. You'll learn. But it sounds to me like if we all just, have a drink together, you'd be right back in the fold with us. What do you say?
how about we do this? Let's go
I
get a
wasn't
drink.
asking you.
All right. I was just trying to make the peace here because I think we're at an impasse.
Well,
don't
once you
think?
have the talking stick, I'll let you talk.
She holds up the machine. She's like, "This is my fucking talking stick." She kind of walks away.
I knew I liked you. What do you say, Gavin? You want to come back?
Come back to the Sabbat, or come back and
we
have a
got
drink
all
and
kinds
talk.
of room. Well, you know the drink I'm talking. But
Yeah, your get along Kool-Aid.
I kind of like to
Now,
call it the get along whiskey, but whatever you want to call it.
What is this get along Kool-Aid? Whiskey, whatever.
the Sabbat have this thing called a Valdery. It's like a blood bomb, but not really like a blood bomb because in the Sabbat we're all about the bonds being broken. But it's basically a way to tell other members of our pack that we're gonna have each other's backs. And he like looks at Linus, and we're not gonna betray our pack by trying to get overly powerful because we're paranoid.
If that's what you think betrayal is. Sure. My personal definition is being corporate by someone I cared for and only wanted the best for.
Corporate?
Torpid.
Oh, torpid. Oh,
You were on your way to becoming a wife. So what then? What if you did achieve Wassail? What would have happened? Where would
I
we
was
be?
on all powerful, and you would be right there with me. But you left instead.
I
You see what's
decided
happening around you. Do you really think that you can stand up to what's coming? Like this?
I think I have a better chance than if I completely let my beast take over and be lost forever.
Oh, Kevin. All that potential lost. Because you still cling to your humanity, your former life.
I cling to enough humanity where I am not lost forever. A vampire that lets the beast take over. That is just another type of evil being.
Evil.
And you don't think yourself evil like this.
I know I am. I know I have no qualms thinking that I don't think I'm a good kindred, a good Canaanite, whatever you want to call me. I know we are evil, but there is a difference between using that evil in the right ways and letting that evil completely take over.
Hmm. Fascinating. I don't think they want to join us.
Well, I don't think so either. But sometimes when a baby bird won't fly, you just gotta kind of push him out the nest. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give y'all a little push, and I don't mean that all literal. Like I ain't gonna push you out a window because you'd be fine. You'd be upset, but you'd be fine. So let me give you a little bit something to chew on. So this here Willy Wonka chocolate factory or whatever it is, I think it's probably some blue bloods like bread and butter. But one of the funny things about money is it's like a hose. You know, you take a hose and you go like this, and the hose stops. Then someone comes to look at the end of the hose, and you do this, and it sprays them like right in the face.
What are
That's
you
what
on about, Garth Brooks?
that's what we're doing. So this here's
no. Oh no! Hold it. This is my cash cow. You don't come in here just like, oh, look, we're scared. We're gonna take no, because you will sink it. It will go out of business.
I know. That's
Did,
what I'm doing.
why are
is
you
a-
putting it out of it?
This is a vein, right?
Oh my
This is a
God.
vein. I'm gonna give it a little squeeze, and some beating heart of the Camarilla is gonna take notice.
I
Right?
like that, but
Well, then
all right,
listen
I'm
to
hearing it.
me.
Okay, fine.
They're gonna take notice, right?
Mhm.
And they're gonna come looking. And well, either we'll be, if we got y'all's backing, we'll probably be here. If not, we'll just make a real big mess, a big enough mess to get everyone's attention, right? And then if that happens, then boy, it's gonna be real bad for the camis that show up here to take a look, pulling threads as they do.
I think we could do that a little bit slower, and we won't break the masquerade. Now, I don't know if you're as the Sabbat, you give a shit about the masquerade, but I do, and I think a lot of us do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I hear you want to bring Gavin and Eden back, right? But you also have set your sights on my business. I don't want to destroy the business because this is going to be a lovely unlivelihood. But I think we could find some common ground. I did like your idea about tearing down the Camarilla. Now, I can tell you, Eden's not going to like that. But if we took
It is
out a
what
prince...
Eden was created to do.
Oh. Well, that's convenient.
Whether she wants to run princess parties, I don't care. But Eden's gonna grow up and do what Eden's supposed to do.
Okay. But the princess parties right now are keeping us under wraps and in a better position to take over when the time comes. And here's the other thing. I get Sabbat, and I can see how you might want to take this, but can't we just leave this in no man's land? Just in Raleigh? Why Raleigh? Go somewhere else. But leave Gavin and leave Eden, but do help us take over this business.
This ain't Raleigh.
I know, but there's nothing for you in Raleigh.
I want to burn Raleigh to the ground.
In good time. I am not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that
Act like there's so much time.
I am, but
there is plenty of time. I mean, eventually you're going to want to leave. You're going to just succumb to the beckoning. Why don't you make the most of it?
And if you think this is a no man's land, you ain't paying attention.
Well, I want it to be, is what I'm saying.
Well, you know. Let's sweeten the deal then. So,
Okay.
for whatever reason, Linus wants this one. He points to Davenport. I wanted to just, send your head in a box, but I'm reasonable.
My head in a box?
No.
Oh, the prince.
Davenport. This one, Davenport.
Oh,
we take her
yeah.
head off.
Oh,
We
no.
put it into like a cake box.
If Davenport's going to die, I'm going to eat her, and I don't have plans to do that right now.
You hear that, Davenport? She's gonna eat you.
If she is going to die. I don't think she needs to die today. She's got important work to do. That's going to
Yeah,
keep...
As do we all.
Linus has got
And
some
it-
shit for her to do.
Do you know anything about the Presidium?
Do I need to know anything about it?
Well, y'all aren't the first to come rolling up here wanting to knock shit over. That's what I'm saying. And when they come, I think it's going to be worse than you.
No, when they come, we probably won't be here. Maybe you will.
Maybe I will, but
Maybe those,
Gavin and
whatever
Eden will
those
also
two,
still be here.
Whatever those two shitheels in the woods. Your old friends, Linus. The old corpse-eating weirdo, Thomas, and the Harry Potter weirdo. I don't even care what their names are. They'll be here.
Thomas? Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Harry Potter.
No.
And
Harry Potter
London.
and Thomas.
London and Toby.
Toby is Thomas, I believe. They're the
Oh.
same person.
Okay.
Oh, Toby is Thomas, I think.
So we've been looking for... Were we looking for London?
I'm sure he's here somewhere.
Here? Like in this building?
In town.
In town.
Okay, well, we were looking for him. We wanted to get him before the Presidium does.
I think it'd be a lot more fun if we make enough noise that the Presidium comes here and those two just have it out.
No.
Up until
I
some
do think
point
that
that
would be great fun.
yeah, see? Y'all lack creativity.
And drive. You don't want anything.
Excuse me?
You want to
know?
uphold your silly little human business when you could be so much more.
Do you know how long I have been avoiding eating anyone?
And why?
I have willpower. I have held on for 2 years. And I intend to hold on until such time that the right person comes on that I will devour. And it might be Davenport.
Linus will go over to Davenport and like slice at her throat. Not enough to, like have it pour out, but she's bleeding.
Gavin is going to
This is
basically like run like I don't know how far away they are, but like just go straight up to Linus, and I'm assuming I will have to roll, but he is going to attempt to take the bedpost and like knock Linus upside the head and be like, all right, I fucking had enough of this shit, and then try to knock him, which I assume that will have to be a roll.
It will.
Linus will attempt to block.
Okay. Let's before we go into that's pretty much combat.
Gavin has used bedpost.
It was.
Before we do that, let's take a because that could take a minute. So let's take let's go ahead and take our short break. If everyone's good
Sure.
with that.
Yes.
A weird place to take a break, but it's
Just like freeze frame of like Gavin mid swing.
Oh, what's gonna happen to them Duke boys?
Charlotte's slowly walking over to Davenport going,
boy, those Duke boys decided to take a swing on a Sabbat elder. I don't know how that's going to work out for them,
Wow.
but stay tuned. Okay, So, yeah, we'll take a short break and, yeah, get yourself something to drink, and we'll be right back. should be back. Yes, we're going. It better be. There it goes. Welcome back, everyone. We kind of ended there on a cliffhanger, but also we have another player who is going to make some kind of an entrance. I'm not sure exactly how we want to do that. So let's rewind ever so slightly. Eden. Very slow reveal. You're muted.
Yeah, I hear you.
Boo. I was covered for a reason, but okay, go ahead. What's up?
Okay. I was gonna say, like, I would say that probably sometime early in the evening you did get a text that they were all heading to the furniture factory because there was probably some kind of an issue.
Yep.
And so, I guess you'll respond to that in your good time. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncover. I know it was narrative. So I guess the important point is, do you show up
Yes.
as Gavin is swinging? Or do
No,
you show
Gavin
up-
gets the swing in. Like, Gavin goes to charge and does that. She's not going to be able to stop that. So
Okay.
that's just going to kind of happen first.
Okay. So, that said, that would initiate combat. The question is everybody else immediately jump in, or do you all just let these two have it out?
I'm backing up towards Emily.
You're backing up. They're in front
Emily's
of you.
in front of us.
Oh, they're in front of us. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Like we're standing here. They're on the other side with Emily because they were threatened. And that's where Gavin rushed forward to like give him the bonk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the side and just run over to Emily.
Emily straight ahead.
So you're kind of sneaking towards Emily. We'll say.
Yes. I'll
Okay,
do it
yeah.
silence of death.
That's what it was important for me to know. Silence of
I'm gonna
death
try
is probably less effective if they can just see you.
You can just see you.
Oh, okay.
Sounds as that's literally just silence. It's not anything involving visuals.
I
It is
guess
very
this is starting to
quiet.
kick off. Standard's gonna wave at the Thin Bloods and just like, get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the important thing I need to know is if anybody else is actually taking a swing at somebody. So. Okay.
I guess only if you know, Toby Keith here tries to attack Gavin from behind. If they want to have a family squabble over here, I'm not going to get in the middle of that. That seems like important therapy for them to work out.
Yeah, Toby Keith. The funny thing is his name. The name I gave him was Cody. So, but Toby's kind of cool too.
Cody Teeth. Okay.
Cody
Gotcha.
Teeth.
Cody
Um,
T.
Cody Teeth.
Love it.
As far as you can tell, he just kind of grips the chair that Davenport's on a little harder, and looks like kind of makes a face like looks like monomacy to me. I don't know if you could read that, but he doesn't seem to take aggressive action. So, basically, let me see where we want to start this. So Gavin is taking a swing. That's in motion. What is Linus going to do?
Linus is going to dodge. Rouse first.
Okay, you're just rousing for
For
dice.
Dex.
Okay.
Yeah. And gotta dodge.
Okay,
And
first
so that
the rouse
is
roll is going to be you just need anything above a 6 on one die.
that's a 7.
Okay, you do not get hungrier. And so now you will add three dice to your dex for purposes of a dodge. And so you're going to roll dex. I guess it doesn't really matter here so much. I guess it'd be a straight dex roll because I don't think you have anything in the necessary skills. But just for narrative purposes, you're just dodging.
Yep.
Like as opposed to swinging back.
Yeah. He'll try to like put up a hand, like an arm, but like will ultimately dodge, but not attack.
Okay. So, Gavin, did you want to rouse at all?
Sure. That is a 7.
7. Okay. So you will add 2 dice to whatever pool that you're trying to rouse.
Okay.
I think with the clubby club, it's going to be like a strength melee.
Dex
melee?
Dex melee.
Yes. Yeah.
Dex melee.
Strength for damage.
Yeah. So you'll probably want to rouse the dex.
Okay, so I get 2 extra.
That's correct. And I think you're at 2 hunger, if I recall correctly.
Am I? I don't remember. When did I get an additional hunger?
Maybe you didn't. I'm thinking.
Yeah, you said I had. You said I had 1 when I asked before. So unless something changed,
okay, you're at 1.
Standard
all right.
has
I'm thinking of
another
standard.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. You said dex melee.
Dex melee.
Well, fuck that shit. I don't have any melee, so. All right.
And then, Linus, you're gonna roll. It would be Dex Athletics, but just add 3 to your Dex, and remember to add 2 to your Dex, Gavin.
Yep. I got 3 successes. 2 of them were 10s.
Okay.
Oh no.
Do ones do anything?
No.
'Cause I forget.
Huh. Ones don't do anything unless you actually don't have other successes.
Okay.
And did you roll any of those dice as hunger dice?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot. Also, I don't have like a dedicated hunger dice. Yeah, no, I didn't. You can say my last one was a 1. If you want one more.
Okay. But okay, so then you have 2. You said you have 2 criticals, so that's 4 successes. Did you get any other successes?
Yeah, I had the 2 crits and the 1 regular.
Okay, so that's a total of 5 successes. Okay, what did you get, Gavin?
2 successes.
Okay, so in this case, because Linus is not actually swinging at you, Linus just dodges.
Okay.
So, we would go to like the next round unless you all stop fighting.
Let's just hug it out.
Linus dodges and just laugh and just come now. I know you're stronger than that.
You know what? Let's make this fun. Linus, why don't you roll for an anger frenzy?
Is that just 1 or?
Or no, sorry, Gavin, roll for an anger frenzy.
How do I do that?
That is going to be 1/3 of your humanity plus, I think, willpower.
Remaining willpower.
Remaining
doing
willpower,
math up in here.
which I think
You're
you
doing
have-
math up in here.
Yeah. I don't know why they
I
decided.
didn't sign up for math. Fancy
Your
fractions.
humanity 7, so 2 plus however much willpower you have that you have not spent tonight.
Okay, so 2 plus 5. I haven't spent any willpower. My willpower is the boxes that aren't black, correct?
That's correct. And if
One.
you're not sure, it's your resolve plus your composure. That's the number of willpower dice you have.
4, 5. Okay, so 2 plus the 5 willpower and use 1, and I'm including the hunger dice, correct?
No hunger.
No, no hunger
No
dice.
hunger. Okay, what am I looking for?
2 successes.
All right. That would be 3 successes.
Okay. You're not that angry yet. But yeah, there's a part of the back of Gavin's mind that kind of goes like, and but you're like, no. Gavin is Zen. Doesn't stop you from continuing to try to kill him, but you know. What do you want to do next? What does everybody want to do next?
Linus, let me ask you a question. Why do you want me to rejoin the Sabbat so badly?
Why not? Your family. I practically raised you. What kind of sire would I be if I just let you run off alone? Well, I guess not alone. You're with
I
me.
have been on my own for like 20 something years at this point, and I've been
And
doing just fine.
have you? Have you been able to truly be yourself? How's this humanity working for you, Gavin? Isn't it tiring?
Isn't it
Hiding away
tiring
part of
being
yourself?
so paranoid?
Is paranoia it helps me. It fuels me. It brings the beast closer and closer. True power. Is that not what you want?
And how close are you to that true power now, after I put you into torpor?
Hmm.
Eden cuts in at that point. For some reason, way behind y'all. Gavin, you're circling a drain.
So what
This is when-
happens? Don't worry. We are talking right now. I
You're-
know, Eden.
You're saying the same thing over and over again and getting the same answer over and over again. Nothing's progressing. Just say no and then step back. You are way too close to that. It could reach out right now and do a lot of things to you that you can't stop. Step back from that.
By that, do you mean Linus?
Yes.
Is this one yours?
I don't claim people or kindred like they're objects like you do.
Oh
Probably
no, I'm
yes.
talking to Cody.
Oh no, yeah, this
Uh.
one. This one's my. I can't say pride yet, but joy for sure.
Oh, a joy she seems to be. She's smart. All right.
I'm observant.
Listen, bottom line, Eden here makes a good point. We are not rejoining the Sabbat, so what's next? Because yeah, Eden makes a good point. Like, we're just going in circles here. We're not rejoining. I'm sorry, the answer is no.
Linus. Sorry.
I was never a part of it to begin with.
as you should have been.
You kind of left.
Yeah, you gotta learn somehow.
That's not how that works. Well, it's how it works with y'all, I guess. But
That's exactly how it works.
well, I learned other things because you weren't around to teach anything. So this is where we're at now.
But you learn to bake a cake. You learn to like make a make curtsies. Like, what did you learn? What has it
I
gotten
had all
you?
that ahead of time when I was alive. You just kind of came in and took somebody else's stuff. So I don't know why you're complaining about how I am because I've always been like this.
I freed you.
From what?
From a life of servitude to the Camarilla.
No, you just made things more difficult because you left me in the Camarilla and I made my own way through lots of difficulties because of you. So yes, you set up a gauntlet. I survived that gauntlet. Good job. But why are you here now?
Because they're obsessed with us.
Well, my part is you've never really been around anyway. So like usually have to forge a relationship before you like say, hey, come home with me. More of an absent father right now. Just saying, hey, you should hop in my truck.
I'm here to burn this town.
Why?
Because it's just he's kind of struggling with it. It's just ties and facades to pretend that the Camarilla is human.
The
We're
Camarilla
not
is
in the
not
Camarilla.
Camera's
Oh,
not
yeah.
here. You want Raleigh. Go over there. Siege that.
Whose name you think is on this factory?
I have no idea. Please enlighten.
He kind of just slaps Davenport and spins it around. You think this dingus runs things?
Well, know that.
Elaborate.
This whole operation is a candy factory for the damn Camarilla. You might not know it. She might not know it, but you're all working for elders.
Well, the plan was to
Anyway.
undermine anyway and rip off control, so we have control. So already ahead of you on that.
We started to talk about that.
So the undermining's already underway. So you don't have to destroy something that we're literally trying to take away from the Camry to begin with.
Unless you're going to help. And
Kind
then
of
you
not
can.
comfortable asking the Sabbat to help, but technically this is a neutral ground because you are not in a Camarilla domain.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Yes.
I want to hear your offer.
Help us take over this factory with whatever resources that you can provide without breaking the masquerade or destroying too much product that we have to rebuild completely. And we'll give you a cut, and then you get the fuck out of here and leave my friends. Or you can help build something here if you don't like the Camarilla that much. I don't give a shit about them. They'll probably run me out of town anyway eventually. So, what have you got to lose?
We don't really build things, if that's not clear.
You have your entire unlife to try something new, to branch out and advance yourself and make good use of your blood, or be a deadbeat dad and get the fuck out of here. It's your choice. Shit or get off the pot. See, here's the thing. I have a feeling that Miss Davenport knows something that we might all want to get involved with. If she doesn't know about,
drag attention back to the person who's bound and gagged in the chair and might die at any moment. That's fine. You could not do that.
well, she's on my mind.
At that, Lioness will like curl a clawed hand around like Davenport's shoulder and like just dig in like deep,
Like that.
just making that point.
You don't have to hurt her.
Fortunately, you drawing attention back to her. They're going to hurt her. They're the Sabbat,
Yes,
and
I
she's
understand
a
that.
puppet to play with.
I understand that too.
So stop bringing it up.
What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger.
What do you
Also,
got?
she's
What do
mine.
you want? What do you want? What do you two want?
No,
They-
but we want.
Like, what is your end goal here? Because I don't think we don't want to join. You clearly don't want to help us. So, what is the end goal?
You didn't say no to the helping yet.
From what I understand, the Camarilla is seated in this little side domain. You want to cut them out. Cool. Absolutely for that. I don't care. But note that we were ousted from the Camarilla, so we are not Camarilla. This is now a neutral domain. You don't have to burn this town. And you might even be able to be helpful here, because I don't think it'd be against any rules of yours to help us, because we're not Camarilla. This is not a Camarilla domain.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dad, if you would like to actually show some type of worth and trust and some type of relationship, so I can actually know to maybe trust you and maybe want to actually help you, you could help us.
Need your help, though. I'm here to start a
Gavin,
fire.
what stakes do you have in this place? Your friends seem to care deeply or at some level for it, for her. And he'll like dig in a little deeper.
Stop, really?
I personally do not have any stakes in this whole drug thing. However, these kindred have been by my side since we left Raleigh. And unlike you, I am loyal to those who are loyal to me. And as far as
You say that
Davenport
as if
goes,
you didn't put me into torpor yourself. Is
I
that what you
did
call loyal?
because you know we're not having this dance again. You know exactly why I did what I did. You call what you did loyal? You think
Yes, I didn't.
You think if you let the beast completely take over, you would have stayed loyal to us all? Yes, Eden, I know. But this is 20-something years right here. So to answer your question, as far as the drugs and the building and stuff, I got no personal stake, but I do with these folks.
Cody, do we need her? He's referring to Davenport.
She'd be nice to have, but
Quick question, sorry, how far apart is Linus like from Davenport? Like, is there enough space for Gavin to get in
He's got his
between?
claws
Inside
in
of her
hers.
skin. He's
Okay.
like right.
So Gavin is going, as soon as Gavin hears that, he's going to go up and like attempt to grab the wrist that Linus has the in to like prevent Linus from digging any further. I will not let you hurt anyone that doesn't deserve to be hurt.
Linus will look at the rest of you, specifically Charlotte, whose name he doesn't know, and just say, choose
Choose what?
your friend here, and he'll look at Gavin, your friend here.
If you're gonna make me choose, you gotta let me eat her.
Hmm.
Can I just say, can we not do either of those things?
I mean, I'd rather not. Well,
A good option is you might not need her, but I need her for what I was going to do.
we need her. I mean, we need Gavin too, but
You
you
want to
might
eat
find
Are
her.
you
him
sure?
neat.
It sounds like
I-
he has no stakes in whatever you are doing here.
Y'all sure got a lot of need.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So do
No,
you.
Yeah.
You want to
let's-
annihilate an entire
Right?
region, so
Let's play it this way, because I'm
I
starting
just
to
want
get
to be a
interested.
drug kingpin. I mean, is that too
Yeah,
much
let's-
to ask?
Let's ante up.
Now you're
Do you want
speaking
this
my
one?
language.
Do you want this one? Or do you want this candy factory?
Candy factory.
both.
Yes, both.
I don't go with one or the other. I get both things.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That would be a wonderful gift to your child.
The problem is, why is it so hard for you to like let us have this? If we're literally doing the thing that you want us to do anyway, which is ousting the Camarilla.
So we're not doing the
from
thing they want to do. They want to set this on
region.
fire to draw the camera here so they can kill them. He said that earlier.
Okay,
That's so
just go to
even
where they're
stupider.
at and set that on fire. I don't understand.
Because then they can't skulk around the shadows and pick people off like cowards that they are. So they set a fire here. People come out, they kill them, and then they just keep that process going.
Can they do that at
Take
another
the city or
town?
take the tower? They would have done it by now.
Oh yeah, and then we probably take the blame for that. You know, that's really
Yeah, he said that when the
That's
Presidium or
just-
someone showed up, they could actually fight back. They'd find
Mhm.
us, not them. They already said that that's their plan: cause a bunch of trouble, kill who they can, and disappear. Because it's what they do.
Or they find none of us.
we aren't
yes.
going with you.
Yes, there's the plan where we all go join the Death Cult. Yes.
I could care less about any of you, but this one, if I can have him, you can have everything else.
Why do you get to decide that? You just showed up and just this because you dig your claws into to hurt? No,
Yes.
we negotiate this. We have to
Yes.
be. No, this is not a negotiation. Nope, nope, nope. Here's what you do.
So you, oh, okay.
go
so
to
you said you-
go to Raleigh, take one of the drug trucks, take some drugs with you, do whatever you want, blow up Raleigh, make sure you get the prints, and then go on your way. And
Just set up
then
in Raleigh. It's a bigger
Yeah.
town, has a lot more stuff in it.
we don't want it, and we'll sell you drugs.
Why do you think we want?
I admire your tactic of wanting to like attack the Camarilla. I just don't admire the part where you want to use this as bait when you could just go do the war thing over at the battleground and not turn this to a battleground.
I have no stakes in this. I only want Gavin.
Well, then
I'm here
take your
for him.
claws out of Miss Davenport's shoulder.
So you
Mhm.
wanting Gavin is not under our control, that's under Gavin's control. So
Mhm. And if he-
Linus,
Mhm.
go ahead. If I what?
If, sorry, I lost my train of thought. If he cares anything for his humanity, as he says he does, then he wouldn't want me to kill her or let Cody here set everything on fire.
If I agree to go with you, will you let Davenport go? And will you guys leave this to my friends here and never come back here? I need to remind you, I know Samisi, you've taught me about them, and I know that what you say, you are true to your word.
Of vampires.
Samisi in particular.
You come with me. I have no other calm here. I will leave. I cannot speak for Cody.
Cody, this is a 2-for-1 deal. If I agree to go, will you come as well and leave the factory or whatever this place is and all the drugs and everything to my friends and let Davenport go?
Well, that's not what I want to do.
Yeah, the answer to that was no.
But,
Because that's not. This one's my problem, unfortunately.
Linus, why do you care about this little mud skipper so much?
Why shouldn't I? If he's resisting me this much, I mean, that shows a large amount of strength. Just think of what he'll be if he actually lets himself be. He doesn't want to see it, but I do. You might be an absent father, but I saw potential in you, and I, as a good father, will fight to see it, to see you live up to it.
Does Davenport live?
If I had my way, sure.
Fine. I will come with you.
I don't know if I'm behind all this plan.
Well,
Oh,
then,
come on, don't make it any harder.
Then make a more reasonable offer, because what you've been giving is not.
War is not reasonable.
and
I mean,
Unfortunately, you're going to have to, learn how to do
well,
that, because otherwise we're just going to.
otherwise, Eden over here is gonna shove a stick George straight up your ass.
How would you say that?
Would be opposed to
I was
see.
in the moment, you know.
Hmm.
Hmm. Seems we're at an impasse.
I sent you something.
why don't you take a truck and go to Raleigh and do your Raleigh thing?
Because they want to use here as a battleground. And if you're going to do it anyway,
This place is more
Why do you think-
easily manageable than a city as large as Raleigh. Come on.
Well, then
Be
go to a
smart.
different city. There are so many other little cities around here.
All
But
right.
you can't just roll up. We are not Camarilla. You can't just roll up and be like, oh, we're going to take the city just because we want to blow up the city next door. Don't you think we thought about that? Y'all don't seem to be of a strategic mind. And that's okay. Not everybody is. But you don't have to ruin other people's shit just because you're unhappy. You know?
As I said before, I'm willing to work with y'all to help dismantle what the Camarilla has constructed around here. That involves working with.
Talk. So much talk.
Yes.
Look,
Because you're not giving us a
I'm going to put it
fucking
this
answer.
way. Pick your friend, Davenport or the factory. You get one, or you get nothing.
I'll take Davenport and we'll make a new factory. Ta-da. Like, what you're saying is doesn't, like...
I think his option was
Things can be
Davenport
reworked.
and the factory or Gavin.
No. I'll just...
No,
They
we'll take
You know,
we'll take
I don't have
Davenport.
any special attachment to Gavin. I don't even want him.
Yeah, that's why I'm, like, that part is... That's their thing.
So take the factory and go. That's a
Sure,
good deal.
Blow it up. I don't know. Like, weave through it. Destroy all the little Camarilla things inside of it. I don't care. Literally don't care. Said I would help you do it. So are we done here? Do you want help in annihilating the Camarilla that has like woven stuff around here? Because I'm offering that to you directly, and you keep skipping that.
I don't think you got the ability to destroy the Camarilla. I'm giving you a way to do it, and you just keep disagreeing with me.
We don't
Okay,
wanna
what
do
am
it
I
your way.
disagreeing with? Exactly.
You just want a drug factory because you want to dress yourself up in jewels and whatever else. And I'm just
Yeah, I'm not. So does being Sabbat mean you have to roll around in the mud and the dirt and be disgusting all the damn time, or can you actually enjoy nice things?
you know what? I'm gonna make you pick. Make it easy.
You keep saying I'm gonna make you pick, and
I'm
I
gonna
keep
count
saying
down
no.
from 3. Barrel Claws is rousing from him. And then I'm gonna take Davenport's head off.
We said we'd take Davenport. You can have the factory.
Literally answered your question already.
Yeah, you know Davenport is
Linus?
the factory.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Linus will, assuming that Gavin's hand is still on the one in her shoulder, Linus will take the other one and put it on top of his hand and move away from like just to make sure that he's kind of grounded to them and move towards away from Cody and just you say you're with me. You have my word. Do I have yours?
Is he talking to Gavin or to
To
Cody?
Gavin.
Yes.
2.
Then you have me.
At this point, the risk taker and the thing about people are more important rules is kicking in, and on 2 standard rushes, Cody. At this point, it's just Gangrel off, I think. So
Okay.
It's 12
Um,
o'clock, by the way.
12 o'clock
What a
monster.
cliffhanger.
So if we fight this out, it could take a minute. Do we want it to be
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
I can come back. I
Cliffhanger.
can come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cliffhanger again on another person rushing somebody and attacking them. Okay. Okay.
The
Gangrel
episode of
versus Gangrel.
cliffhangers.
Cliffhangers.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so on that very scary note, we'll wrap it up. Yeah. I think we have gone about 3 hours, so that's a
Yeah.
good spot to end. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, we'll end there. But I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank Ty for
Thank you, Ty.
Thank you. You're so welcome.
Oh,
and
Linus is so cute.
I think September is a very busy month for all of us because we all have extra nerd stuff to do, and I think it may actually be a minute till the next game, so we may have a week we're off. So I'll keep everybody posted, and again, thank you everybody for coming, and next week throw down, Gangrel throw down. Or not next week,
Yeah.
next time.
Next time. Sounds good.
But thank you all. And we will see you all next time.